double meeting the abona skin pain. Medisika koma madofo any abusia e de fa tap send so adentia every say so easy, reliable, fast and convenient. Sim market where be na adofo ensaka sikano e Ghana e kwan ben e na wo be faso and one say go be grabo o smartphone na wa download tap send e wo phone so na wo de ko any gisam kese ne say baby a wo bia wotimi send sika e kom wo busua e wo my Ghana mu e wo abra wonti ahwe tap Nemo kai say obe yusu promo code e was screen you see and the so now obenya £5 on top, €5 on top. Sika what do you come ebusia ewo oh my Ghana ma mene papa any beje dodo sata aba.
Welcome back to Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. All the soldiers are seated and everyone's in our doors because a big one person. Let me start from the far left where Dhat Havko, your favorite high life artist, is seated. I hear Havko is causing trouble in town. Still, I'm up for Bisa. Are you your boyfriend's girlfriend? Havko, have you found an answer yet? Answer back.
I'm not supposed to be giving answers.
No, you have to help us. You started this whole thing.
No, I'm asking the question, so people should be giving me the answers.
So what answers have you gotten so far?
The maybes.
Maybes. So it means no one is sure.
Nah, like when you ask somebody, are you your boyfriend? You say maybe. Somebody will say unless I ask him. So you know.
And that means we are in trouble.
It's a rude awakening.
Because there is no truth in our relationship.
That's what I'm saying. It's a rude awakening. Somebody even says, like I told you, somebody says the next time I should make it, are you your husband's wife?
Yes.
No, because the man gave a legit explanation. He said
that one would be to the extreme.
No, the man said people have been doing DNA of their kids and they happen not to be their kids. So he gave a legit, you know what I mean? And it's true. Maybe what?
Are you asking me?
Are you a children's father? No, that news. I mean, you're a journalist. Yeah. So you hear stories like that. Everybody here knows that there are people who goes and do DNA and find out that their children that they have been, keeping for their kids. So how much more boyfriend, girlfriend? Yes, your back pay won't go saying no, see your who crank
Nana, are we okay?
Oh, by the grace of Almighty God.
Okay. Ricky, are we okay? So should we allow that Havko to be preaching the nonsense he's preaching?
He's an artist.
Are you guys keeping quiet for him to cause confusion like that? And what he wants to do again?
But Dhat Havko is a prophet too. But since I'm not can it's there. Oh, boss,
But you don't tell them the time I come today.
Yeah, today Ricky came at 6:30. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. No, Ricky came at 6:30. No. He wanted to be disciplined because he thought Nana Romeo would come.
Also, when people have trouble at home,
put it in the song.
Oh, then let me tell you the actual fact. In fact, Dhat Havko is a prophet for it. This man has lost his car battery. Thieves actually broke into his car, stole his car battery, so he had to be driven here by someone. So I'm sure that is how come he came early. And Rick has also joined us today from 3 Music Network. Nana Yaredu is from News Africa. Dhat Havko, your favorite high life artist. And I also have my man here, that's BeatGod. That BeatGod is part of the cartel that stole a song from Nigeria's Rotimi. So we are here to investigate that before we do the Shatawale discussion. And that BeatGod, hope you're good.
I'm good, boss.
How many times have you beats that in your lifetime?
Boss, kind of technical, yeah. Most of the music is passion driven. Like it's inspired by other songs. Most of our songs that we do is inspired by other songs from other people. Yeah, I mean most of my beats are inspired from other producers that I love.
Producers based in Ghana.
Oh, some based in Ghana, some Nigeria, mostly foreign too. So. Yeah.
But so how come those ones chill now we the boy chill?
Those ones are the original track, so you try your possible best for it to be as original as possible. This very one, it was a cover from the onset. From the word go, the mind behind it was we are doing a cover. Drew loves the song, the original song by Rotimi. He sings it time to time, so he's like, okay, boys is shy, and you be a fat near to our own way, be a Jimmy Mukakra or something, and then we decided to do a cover of the song. Yeah, with his lyrics, which were hilarious, it's hilarious. So we thought, let's do a cover. And the unfortunate thing is, it got big.
But I also know that you, as the beat maker, you reproduced the beat.
Yeah, I reproduced the beat.
So where is the crime still? If you reproduce the beat, where is the crime still?
Well, I guess the crime is we didn't clear the song. We didn't reach out to Timmy's people. We had to clear samples, clear melodies and stuff, and we never did that. So that's the crime.
So what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you as a professional producer committing this crime?
Well, it's a dent on what we've done so far, all the work that we've done so far, but it's a lesson to us too, because most of us are not as educated as we are supposed to be in this industry that we find ourselves in. It's like an education here, our form kakra. So this is a lesson to most of us to learn from. Yeah.
Okay, let me go to Dhat. I read a post from Dhat trying to educate some of us who did not know what might have gone wrong, and today he's here, and on the same day is when beat maker, that is that BeatGod, also came as far as to clear this. I believe you know the story already. You know the story about Mr. Drew taking a song from Rotimi's Love Rhythm, and the fact that a Ghanaian reported that to him, that guy feels so proud about it. Like he feels so proud that he reported the case. And he being the beat maker, that is that BeatGod, he's here to tell us how and why that happened. So what can you also tell us from what happened with Mr. Drew Rotimi? And of course now we have to include this man as the producer. I don't know why so many people spared him. They never talked about him.
Oh, some did.
But I didn't see you being lashed on social media like Mr. Drew was lashed.
Of course. I mean, the thing is, in Ghana, unlike elsewhere in Ghana, everyone gives the artist credit for everything.
So if it is good, you take it.
Oh,
if it is bad, you take it as well.
Take it, yeah.
Okay, the education you have to give us.
I think that all that we all need is education. Like everything started, if the boy had not reported the issue to Rotimi, the song would have still been flagged eventually. Because Drew himself...
If the guy had not reported?
Yes.
Why do you think so? Because the song had been online for some weeks before.
Yeah, no, it was days.
It was just days.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Drew himself had been mentioning Rotimi on Instagram. He himself, anytime he posts something about the song, he mentions Rotimi's handle. Like, yo, bro, check this out. So eventually, they would have seen it. You see, but because Ghana, the mentality is that everybody must write his own song. People don't even think beyond that the song could have been sung by Rotimi, but was written by somebody else. So when you pick somebody's song, sometimes it might not even be the singer who will come after you. It might be the songwriter, because he is the author of the song. So all the melodies and the rhythms you're using, it is the author who owns it. So probably the performer could be Rotimi. And so the publishers who Rotimi has been dealing with, they will still come for you. Because the author will push them that I've seen my song here and there. So for me, the guy, they say he snitched and everything, yes he did. But like BJ mentioned, it would have still been flagged eventually, but they will still have found out. You understand? But like I'm saying, I think we all need education. It is very good that at this level of our generation, we have people like Nanaya who have been dealing with big labels. We have people like Ricky who have been dealing with big labels because now there is a wind of change blowing. Now artists are getting to know that, you know, before I pick somebody's song, I'll need to clear it. Before this thing happens, I'll need to do this. Now, before we came on set, that BeatGod was talking about split sheet as a producer. Not many people know about it. So now the change is blowing, because for me, when I heard the song, I didn't know about the Rotimi song, honestly. So when I heard both songs, the first thing I said was, this might not even be a cover, it's an adaptation. You know, changing bits and pieces of the lyrics and then singing in his same melody tone and his rhythm. That's an adaptation, like you're making the song yours. And that one, when they come, they could have just chilled and watched the song blow. Then when they blow, they come.
And the song was already doing well.
Yeah,
yes. Garnered about 170
something, yes. So. They could have allowed the song to blow and come and splash like some $30 million suit on you.
Suit? Yeah.
They could even go beyond that.
Oh, then really the guy is saying he helped us. Let's thank him.
The song had been used in Power. The song had been used in Power. It wasn't a 50 cent or Pegman song. But he owns Power. You understand? So you could see that there could be even complications behind it, because the song had been synchronized on certain platforms. And so if everybody comes in that they are coming for you, you will be dead. That is why I believe Stonebwoy got to clear himself yesterday on radio, because he wanted to move away from it, because he, in his first statement, he said, I am on the road, so I know these things, how they work.
Oh, okay. That's what he said.
That's what he said. But he knows it.
The troubles involved.
Yes, involved. Yes. And definitely when you are dealing with these people, because he is out there, they will tell you, you will get to know that, you know, when you follow this path and path and path, you understand. But because from our side of the world, because our system, like Gamma, is not even digitized to the world music space. So you understand? But if they could reach out, if they synchronize better and they could reach out, that is why I remember there's a radio station, I won't mention the name. They said the reason why they stopped tweeting when they do foreign songs is because some were hitting them on Twitter. But when I tweet, then they come under the post to hit you. That, you know, you are using our record.
Oh,
you understand? So copyright issues be very, 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 very serious, because we don't have Ghana copyright issues. Neither do we have Italy copyright issues. It's
a
one.
worldwide.
Yes. So the way it works here, it works there. So it's kind of fortunate for us that we are using these examples to learn a lot of things, and I believe people are learning. And like Alliance for Change, we have also offered a lot of education, which eventually will put out for people to see how some of these things work, because we might end up going to pick somebody's song and, you know, it might be crazy. So for me, I'm happy that this has happened, just like they used Kiddy as a scapegoat for the lateness. Maybe drill has also been used as a scapegoat for us to learn about some of these things, and I believe it will help us. It will help. Our industry is actually reforming, you know, because the way we used to do things back in the day, we are not doing that today. A lot of people are now looking for the education. I believe that BeatGod here, when he moves, he might bring some of these things into his conversations towards his fellow engineers or fellow producers. They're also going to acquire the same knowledge that he's got, because you have to sign species. The days of Charlie charge you 2,000, will be over. Now people are going to know that when you're a producer and you produce a record, you are a co-songwriter. You understand? The person who writes the song is the actor. You are a co-songwriter.
Even not to cut you to an extent, you are even the owner. You know, the owner of the instrumentation.
Yes,
you know that.
yes, because that's your creativity. Yes. So all these things we need to know. That's why we say when the system is fixed, everybody will eat.
Yeah, I see.
You know?
All right, so some education and knowledge from Dhat Hafko, high life artist. Let me move on to Nana Yaredu, because he sells music. Nana, is it true that if Mr. Drew had not monetized the song, he was not going to face any problem? Okay. Because I've heard some people also arguing that it was because he monetized it.
Okay, so there are two parts of copyright when it comes to music. If there's a non-commercial use and there's a commercial use. But these days, a non-commercial use is still a commercial use because all the platforms are monetized. For instance, a non-commercial use back in the day would have been Facebook. I do a cover of Ricky in song, and I put for Facebook because Facebook was not monetizing then. But now there are adverts that are played on Facebook videos.
Yeah.
And even though in Ghana no brand or artist is being paid in Ghana, the rules still apply because it's been done. So now even non-commercial use is even scarier than commercial use because you're going to put it on a social platform. Twitter is now monetized because you see adverts on Twitter promoted.
Yeah.
So the artists or the artists in the label, the publishers will not take it lightly when you say, oh, it's non-commercial because it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, right? Because those platforms are now commercial.
Yeah.
You get it? And yes, I agree with Hafko when he says that if the guy, I mean, who is taking, yeah.
I mean,
obviously
he's a musician as well.
Obviously, it would have come because even on YouTube, for instance, when I monetize your channel and somebody uses your content, and I will get the alert. So when you prompt me, I will say, oh, Abia, I will send you an email for content ID.
Yeah.
Right, and then I have options whether to delete your account, to take the money. You understand? But most people don't like it when they have created a work, and then you want to be quote unquote smart and make money off it. So obviously, even if Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok had spared you, YouTube will not spare you because you don't own. And see, when you are monetizing on YouTube, there are certain questions that you feel for the artist. Most artists don't know how we monetize their channel on YouTube. Ask Nyata said, artists Ben Abel said, let's go through the process one day. Nobody. But there are things that we feel. So, for instance, if I'm filling your form and you own even your logo, if you give me your logo, I can actually put it as part of your content ID. So when somebody take your video and you come out your logo set and small one be inside, I will collect your money for you. All I forget because I've already added that to your
content ID.
Yeah, I will collect for you. There are some brands in Ghana, some stations that they don't even need to call you. If you like, delete or make something small. No strike you, don't take the money. You understand? So even if all these platforms had even allowed the boy, YouTube would have still come for him because that alone, what artists in Ghana don't know is that labels or big publishers are paying over tens of millions in copyright issues every time. So they are very, very careful. Especially the big brands like Facebook, YouTube, they are dealing with all these issues. So they are very, very careful when they are even approving your video to be uploaded. That's how come YouTube changes the rules every time. First, he says we have 4,000 watch time, and yet views, so 4,000 watch time before they monetize you. And it's just because they want to make sure that you are creating original content, because they are paying tens of millions in copyright and royalty issues every time, but people don't know. You understand? Yeah.
That's when they are now hard.
See, I have said it. I think I said it on this show before. Said, if copyright issues begin to work in Ghana, you will have, if not have, 2/3 of all those in the digital space, including bloggers, musicians, and everything, right? You will have, and sure, media phone and sure, a car boy, no. I'm telling you, a car boy, because like he said, you play a video, a foreign video, hook party, a foreign music. Boom 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 na mo de sa ni na royalty se mutia performance royalty ba muntia nti dey e be ye adwuma globally na be ha no party got me for music
but be me are professional so
what am I say? So me I feel like education and yesua there even though say bia you know two big acts and all that releasing a record and then another international artist has to go like take the song down. In a way, it makes our industry look what others believe it is out there, that we are not really serious about.
Don't you think it is happening elsewhere?
Yeah, it's happening even in their
Oh,
own
see,
industry.
Yes,
See,
they have issues.
yes.
No, you see-
I'm not sure it is peculiar to us. Yeah.
So,
No,
you
no.
know, that crowd, people.
Yes.
America, yes.
It's not peculiar. It's not. Listen to me. It's not peculiar to us. But we are in a phase of our industry where some of these things, right? For instance, if the guy's explanation is to say that my people didn't fail to clear the song, you're making mockery of the industry, because Obian himself, first rule in music is to understand what you're doing.
Okay.
Say into many beats God I nyom. My friend on Talibo beats mame. Wabo beats. Sound clear nyom ne my main sign here. And I need any email to confirm. Say I can go ahead and release the song. I don't have to release the song. So it makes a mockery of us. Like I'm saying, like Obi our new industry, Obi our new music, we not here. But this guy's fine. They not go clear the song because it has any been here. And already, yeah, it's Sebio. I don't make sure to get another car and 80 a month for some. Our perception out there for us is that some of the so-called professional institutions are not able to calm down, and it even goes beyond music to our movies. Because only actor only actor in science. We try to carry no. But actor and so man go ahead. Say Joe family moving and I moving the duration here saying all those things. How many copyright conversation na be ni say. Until there copyright be your juma pa say chroma say I fix it bibia there. Bra e kapa na ba chroma say.
All right, thank you so much.
And let me say that. Let me add this, that if you think that ABI fixing ABI in 2021, in TBI where SKP publishing goes 1 year back.
Okay.
So for instance, Sony Music is publishing for that half go. They will go 1 year back to check the demand that I've quite na. Nti ABI na office be nyamba into bejani that be ntimi ndwane. I say we use to because we tiapa.
All right, thank you so much, Nana Aredu, for that education and information shared. Now let me go on to Rick, and he is also a music marketer, same way. He has stints with Boomplay and some other institutions like that. Bro, who is really wrong here? Is it that BeatGod, Mr. Dre, or the label?
Interesting. I want to touch on from where my brother left off. Speaking about education, even from all of them saying education. Yeah, I get it, but you know, often it is the artist's his main priority is often to make music, is to get motivated and produce music. It's unfortunate that we don't work with labels here or structures here. Often, even if it's not them who are supposed to be educated, if your songs are being published, because you're releasing them, but if you are publishing your songs, all of these technical things are in place. Obviously, you'll be forced to learn. It's like YouTube, because when you are putting your music, you don't just put your music there, but anytime you put your music there, there are certain things you go through. Automatically, you learn. You get it? So for me, when some of these things come up, I'm excited. It is a time for the industry to grow. See, all across the world, when Afrima was here, there was a particular conversation, and even music in Africa Access. The people from who are actually working with Def Jam and all of that, they said, Charlie, a lot of the complaints that we are making now, that why are we not hearing Ghanaian music, and why is this, all these things, they were like, they're excited about it. These are phases that they've also undergone. So it's understandable. This shouldn't make us look like Ghana there, we are not serious. Or of course, we are now developing. Where these guys are, we haven't gotten there yet. But then again, let's get to the real issue. Sample, this part, my observation is it even a sample or a cover? These are two things we should even be looking at. Is it a sample or a cover? Because what, like this song, Ajoa so called it, it's an Usher song. It was Usher. You can't tell me that song is a cover. It's not. That song is a sample. It's a serious sample. Example is also Becca's song that she did.
Yeah.
It's not a cover. It's a sample. So we should draw the lines clearly, because it was even very clear that the gentleman didn't even know what he was doing, because he even
As in
was
Mr.
Drew. Because I was even seeing flyers and people posting that more Ghanaians cry. We know they understand the game. Even the guy's artwork actually stated that it is a cover. Then I don't know if you saw that, and I was like, even himself, he doesn't even know what a cover and a sample is. So those are some of the things I think we should rather open the conversation as well, to also understand at what point is it a cover, at what point is it sampling. You get it?
Sorry, but Drew's song, like you said, it's not a sample, it's not a cover, it's an adaptation.
No, but sampling is under adaptation.
Yeah, but
anyway.
this is
Sampling is
for
an
instance,
adaptation.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm saying that I'm just trying to add up.
Yeah.
Quick one. That if I sample most of the time, you sample some melodies and then you change, you tweak it. Yeah. But this one, you don't change anything. Carry on.
No, but that be if somebody
no,
say,
I'm just saying, to make it clear, layman understand it's an adaptation. Yeah.
Because often the covers are, these acoustics. They sit and play acoustic, they sing,
like Nana Blue did.
Yes, that is a cover. Even Someboy's very own, I'll say he actually sampled, he covered himself, Sobolo, what he did, those ones are the covers, you get it. So I think we are missing it. Sometimes, even like they were saying, performances, when you're performing someone's song at a particular place, you should be able to, like these small pubs. One of the things that we even need to understand and know is that you should be able to even give credit. So when you begin to sing the song, one of the rules of the game is to be able to acknowledge that, okay, so the next song I'm about to sing, is not because the people are just saying it, but it's part of the rules of the game. That the next song I'm about to sing right now is a song from Dhat KD titled. All those things are also part of it. It's not like you're just doing it for fun. So these are conversations that I believe that we should begin to have, and it's good these things happen. For me, when fans and social media begin to make mockery or take their own stance, that's fine for me. But we as industry are supposed to take the proper stance. Then now it's back to the artist. How do they take it? You get it? Because sometimes when you sit on radio or you sit on any platform and begin to criticize or make analysis of the case, they take it in a particular way, in a different way, and we're discussing this behind. That's why sometimes I say, you don't even want to discuss it, because these artists don't even understand what they're doing, or they don't even understand the bigger conversation that we are having. They take it upon you. Some will do live videos and they go there and insult, and so sometimes it puts you in a box to also speak about it, because it's a whole conversation. If you're understanding what Nanaya is saying, and also what that Afko is saying, there are even mechanical rights. Those are the things that we should be discussing. The mechanical rights, what are they? What is it? Like, I like the song, I just want to do it. Why can't I just do it? So I believe we should have a lot of time, expand the conversation. Let's even pick ideas of musicians, what goes into their compositions or what they do. And I think that is rather going to help the industry, rather than we thinking that we're wrong, and let's have a bigger conversation to educate a lot more people.
We got their pan now change you.
Oh no, beats in the output in the critical, you can tell that it's from different producers. But I make us
because you're still with the songs in it. If we're listening
in it, but if you listen differently,
or
like what Nancy said, that the album say even the tuning is different a bit. Well, I can't get the same samples as the guy who originally did it. And there are so many other elements I put in there from my side. Basically, in American say from the onset, the stuff was supposed to be a cover from the onset. So we tried our possible best to make it sound as close to the song as possible. And declaring and all those things that we didn't do, that's what makes us.
So did you know about the clearing, or you just got to know?
This is the thing. I think we need some serious education. What I knew about clearing, but I didn't know about covers and adaptation.
Oh, okay. Covers and adaptation.
I know about sample clearing and all that. I clear my samples every time and everything. But what I didn't know is difference between covers and adaptation.
Sampling. In Ghana, we call everything cover. Once they do that, it be cover.
It be Ricky talking.
So at the end of the day, I've been educated that covers are different from adaptation. What we did was a direct adaptation of the song. We picked the guy's song, we made it ours, and we sold it, which is wrong.
Okay. All right. So now you know.
Oh no, as for that one, they have no.
They
they took the song down. I did my research, I did my readings, and I found out that we didn't do that side wrong. Me, the one problem I had was when you finally get educated about something, you know what you did wrong. Okay, so we didn't clear samples, we didn't clarify with the digital distributors on their side and all those things. So the song was taken down. I for one, I accepted it right there. Oh, okay.
You goof.
Oh, we spoiled it.
you know,
but
okay,
some people who don't know these things or don't have any idea what actually happened will come at you and start accusing you of things that are not even part of the matter on the ground.
They will mean watch it.
No, because at the end of the day, I say, okay, what I didn't know was cover and adaptation is two different things. But at the end of the day, I kept putting out there that I did a cover of Rotimi's song, you know. So spare me on that side. Say I still gave Rotimi the distance. Say I did a song like Rotimi, you know. So spare me the harshness, you know, and try to tell me next time do it the right way. I would understand that. And you are a thief, and you are this, and
that's what I'm saying. The fans will always do that.
That's
Get it? Social media fans, be everybody they can't educate you.
Okay.
But I was also saying, I think one thing quickly, one thing that would have also worked for them, was how about if you guys didn't monetize this, you had just cleared it, but all this attention would have, or all this buzz would have given them some numbers on YouTube, because you see, we are talking about it, but there's nothing.
When we were in the
so like you declare with the thing still there.
When we were in the
studio, there's something that
no, declare.
I also I got to know. They said there's something they call even the emotional clearance.
You have to talk to the person.
When I have my song, I decide whether I
should do. I want you to do it or not.
I say that even though you're not selling it, but I don't want you to touch it.
And the thing is, when we were in the studio doing the song, when we were in the studio,
Sammy, hum it. Listen, hum it.
So now when you say artists are emotional, I'm sure.
No, listen, hum it.